Hi everyone, welcome to our dressings and sauces introduction. So a couple things that I think are really important when you're taking on putting together your own sauce or dressing is just to lay out your basics. So there will be a chart that you could follow, but some things to think about are what you want to use for your base. And so you could use an olive oil. So olive oil is a great option. Also, any of the milks. So this is your choice, whatever milk that you would like to use. This is a hemp milk. You could also use a rice milk, coconut milk, almond milk, cow's milk, goat's milk. Any of those milks would be just fine. So then the next one, is adding some type of acid. So this is an example of a apple cider vinegar. I like to get the ones that have still the mother, so they have been unfiltered apple cider vinegar. This is one from a local farm, but you can, Bragg's is also a really great brand that you can experiment with. But if you do see it locally, definitely pick it up. Some other things to think about is, so in versus, an acid, you could use apple cider vinegar, you could use a lime, a lemon, those would work just fine as well, or a different type of vinegar. So your rice wine vinegar, any vinegars that you would like to use. So then you could add, I like to add some texture sometimes, so some different herbs or spices. This is a really great sesame and sea vegetable seasoning, which when you choose to use sea vegetables, you're going to help support your thyroid, which is great. They have, they're a good source of iodine. So this will add some nice texture, a little bit of flavor. If you are into fermented things, I definitely recommend, depending on the texture you want your sauce or your dressing, using some type of sauerkraut or kimchi. Even you could add it in. If you wanted to smooth it later on, you could always use an immersion blender or put it in a regular blender. You'll see a lot of these kraut tonics around where you could just use the juice that's left over from your kimchi jar. So it's a little tip for the kitchen, because then you can easily use that and make different sauces and dressings. If you're looking for some type of a creamy texture, adding a yogurt is also a really great option. There's also nut milk yogurts now. So this is an example of a almond milk yogurt. And so this could add a really nice creamy texture. You could also add hummus, and then you could get different flavors that way with adding that into your sauces. It's going to make it a little bit more creamy, but then whatever flavor you're using with your hummus, like this is an example of a lemon dill, so that's going to make a really nice lemon dill sauce potentially. If you are blending things, you could add some greens in, you could add some vegetables like carrots, and just really blend them all up so it becomes a smooth dressing or sauce, and you're just putting more vitamins and minerals into that sauce or dressing. So depending on what you have in the fridge, that's a really great no waste system where if something needs to be used in the fridge, you're taking it out and you're giving it a purpose, which dressings and sauces are a great purpose of that. So this was an introduction, using all of these different flavors, adding different textures, having fun, putting things in the blender, trying different flavors, but definitely see what you can come up with this week and let us know how it works for you, and we'll dive in and go over some more specifics when it comes to dressings and sauces and how to utilize them throughout the kitchen and in your recipes throughout the week.